So it seems as if the old saying, get woke, go broke, proves true this time around, as Why the Last Man has been cancelled after 7 episodes in its first season. It went full steam ahead into a brick wall, because they got cocky too quick, which is no one was going to turn up for this. I mean, we knew what this show was going to be when they announced it. In the comic, it wasn't the way it's been presented. But when you're talking about a story where all the men are gone except one man, and obviously the rest are women, we're going to see a shitstorm of a show, especially in 2021. And that's just Hollywood for you now. They can't resist. They just cannot resist. They froth at the mouth for stuff like this, and nobody's interested. Clearly, even the supporters of this show, you know, the ones on Twitter, they weren't watching it either. The ones on Twitter praising it and saying this is a step in the right direction for progress were full of shit. Like always, they're proven to be full of shit. We've seen the same thing with Batwoman. All these people act as if, oh, it's this great show. Well, you ain't fucking watching it, so I don't know why you're saying it's a great show. But it was obvious this show was going to fail from the very start, because it's not what people want. And the showrunner is in denial and delusional. She thinks this is going to get picked up somewhere else. And seeing as though it's been cancelled after 7, that seems unlikely. Unless they like restart it, then maybe. But if it's already been cancelled now, who's going to pick it up? No one. But the showrunner, Eliza Clark, put out a statement, so we'll have a little look through that and see what she has to say. So this is the statement she put out. We have learned that we will not be moving forward with FX on Hulu for Season 2 of Why the Last Man. I have never in my life been more committed to a story, and there is so much more left to tell. Highly doubt it. Why the Last Man is about gender, about how oppressive systems inform identity. So that is the reason your fucking show didn't work out. That's exactly the reason why people didn't show up. Because shit like that ain't entertaining. We don't want to listen to your lectures about gender identity because it's pompous bullshit. We had a gender diverse team of brilliant artists, so that makes a show good, does it? No. Clearly in this case it doesn't. Led by women at almost every corner of our production. Producers, writers, directors, cinematographers, production design, costume design, stunt coordination, and more. But that, again, this doesn't mean shit, because your show was shit, and nobody turned up for it. Because you're more bothered about gender identity than just telling a good old story. You had to make it about something that nobody wants to fucking watch. Even your supporters don't want to watch. So, give it up. Just give up. Move on to your next project. And you'll probably do the same on that again, I expect. And that'll flop as well. It is the most collaborative, creatively fulfilling, and beautiful thing I have ever been a part of. We don't want it to end. Unlucky. It seems as if someone had the balls to just go, get rid of it, because it's not working out. We're not bringing in the viewers, so we're not going to pump more money into it, because it doesn't make any sense. But like I said, these people are so delusional. They're just absolutely in denial. They can't see the link to as why people wouldn't be watching it. They just can't understand it. They just fail to recognize every time that when you do this, people ain't going to show up. It's just not going to happen for you. And there's no way this is going to get picked up anywhere else. If it's already failed after this, who's going to go, oh, well, let's just bring this on to lose money? Makes no sense. But, I mean, these people will make up their excuses and all that. They say, oh, well, it's because FX and Hulu were transphobes or something like that. It's never their fault. It's never the fault of the person that thinks it's good to put out this trash about gender identity, because somehow to these people that's the definition of fun. That's the definition of entertainment to these people. because they're absolute morons that live in a bubble. Like I've said before, the first rule of entertainment is know your audience. Because I'm willing to bet even the people you were pandering to didn't watch this. And then this whole jump to, oh, we had a gender diverse team, but that doesn't mean anything. You can have a gender diverse team all you want. That doesn't make the show fucking good. While season 2 won't premiere on FX on Hulu, this is not the definite end of the series as it may appear on another app. Yes, it is. It's the end. No one's going to pick it up if it's failed already. Unless they just find some idiot that just goes, oh yeah, do it. Do it. But Eliza Clark continued. She says, FX has been an amazing partner. We have loved working with them and we're sad why The Last Man is not going forward at FX on Hulu. But we know that someone else is going to be very lucky to have this team and this story. No, they're not. No, that you're delusional. Go and see a doctor. I have never experienced the remarkable solidarity of this many talented people. We are committed to finding why it's next home. Just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Just go, it was a dud, and move on. And then when you go on your next project, don't do the same shit. You'll get further then. But this being cancelled is no surprise, because this took a leap off the deep end. It just went full force, just fuck it. Just jump over the side. Like I said, they got too cocky. And when you're talking about shows, oh, it's about gender, that puts the majority of people off. No one's interested. No one wants to see that. I mean, see, if you look at it, you had quite something good on your hands. Like if you're looking at the comic on its own, the sort of storyline behind that is a good idea. But when you're bringing it to this day and age, it's just they're just gonna do this shit with it. They're gonna make it about this rather than make it about just this concept. But they just can't resist. They cannot resist. They need to do it. They just have this need that, oh, we need to do it because I'm helping people. But do you really see this getting picked up from anywhere else? I don't see it. If you've already been cancelled this early, it's like, what makes you think people are going to show up because it's on a different platform? It might increase a bit, but other than that, no, it's not. This isn't going to get a big audience. But you had a good concept on your hands, but you chose to do something else with it. You chose to take the way that nobody's interested in. That's why we need to let them continue to do it. The more they do it, the more people go, oh right, this is what they're doing. Oh, right, I'm not fucking interested. I'm not buying into your shit anymore. But they need to fail. They need to keep stuff like this. When you're doing stuff like this with a show, they need to fail. If we're talking about wanting the pendulum to swing back the other way, where we just get good stories, good characters, and shit like that. And then if you're looking at the new Netflix show Squid Game, South Korea is beating the shit out of you, Hollywood. You need to get your act together. South Korea at the Squid Game has a bigger following than you have at the moment. So you need to pull your heads out your ass. Or, like I continue to say, you'll be ashes and dust. There'll be nothing left here. But keep doing it. Eventually you'll come to the realization, oh, right, now we get it. But you should have got it ages ago. But some of them are willing to go down with the ship. So let them do that. Others, let them fail a few times. They'll go, oh, right, we need to stop doing this. We need to start bringing in customers, bringing in money. We need to start giving the people what they want. Not what we want to make for our Hollywood elitist friends. But this being cancelled isn't surprising in the least. It's funny to me. But this is the same thing we see with Batwoman. Except, what's surprising about Batwoman that it's on its fucking third season? That's absolutely in the toilet. And again, the people that they were pandering to with this show didn't show up either. Because they keep failing because they think that their audience is on Twitter. There's more people on YouTube than there is on Twitter. But they go to Twitter to understand what people want. Not realising, yeah, that there's a lot of people on there that are mentally insane. But there'll be people that want to go down with the ship, that's fine. There'll be people that might come around and start realising what they're doing. But there's still a long ways to go, I suppose. But that's all I got to say on that anyway. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.